Hi, I'm Dan Chambers of Chambers Law Firm. In this video, we're going to talk about federal detention hearings, and it's going to highlight once again how different prosecution of federal crimes are than prosecution of state crimes. In federal court, when you're arrested on a warrant and the feds come and they bust down your door and they arrest you and put you in custody, unlike state court, typically in federal court, you're going to have what's called a detention hearing very, very soon after you're arrested. I've had cases where the detention hearing happens as quickly as the same afternoon when my client has been arrested in the morning. And certainly that detention hearing is going to take place at least within 24 hours or so of you being detained. Now, what is a detention hearing? Well, you go before the magistrate judge and you argue about whether or not the defendant should be released from custody while they await trial. Now, this is one aspect of why federal court is different than state court. Most of us have heard of the concept of a bail bond, right? You post bail. You get arrested for an assault or for a battery and you call a bail bond company. They provide a bond and you're out of jail. It doesn't work like that in federal court. In fact, bail bonds are rarely used in federal court. Instead, the judge looks at factors like, are you a flight risk? What is your prior criminal history? What is the likelihood that you will make your court appearances on time? Are you employed? Do you have family in the community? And a host of other factors to determine whether or not they're going to release you before your trial. Now, a couple things that can count against you. Let's say you have very few local ties, or if you were arrested across the country in a different state and the U.S. attorney argues that you're a flight risk. Those things can cause the judge to say, I'm going to detain you, I'm going to hold you in custody pending your trial. Or if it's a very serious crime, let's say racketeering or human trafficking or a homicide, there's a high likelihood the judge may detain you before your trial and you're not going to be able to post bail. You're simply going to be stuck in custody. Now, because we live in a technology age, there's a lot more options available to you if you do have those local ties and a minimal criminal record. A lot of judges will release you to the pretrial services department. They're kind of like probation, and they monitor you while you're released, but they put conditions on you. You may have to do what's called a biometric check-in. They may send you an alert and you have to take a photograph of your face so that they can verify who you are and where you're at. Or they could outfit you with GPS monitoring to make sure that they know where you're at all times, and you may have to do a telephone check-in. But all those things are good things because it means you're out of custody while you're awaiting trial. So, if you've been arrested for a federal crime, if you're under investigation and feel like you might be arrested, call Chambers Law Firm immediately so we can tell you what your rights are, get into court, and protect you at that detention hearing and hopefully get you released. We always provide a free consultation and we're happy to talk to you. Thanks.